What is going on, everybody? I'm sorry for the delay, but here we are at the awesome Cosmic Bayrons Esports Bar. I have got such a treat for you, my friends. You can't see them, but I'm going to pull back the camera so you can see them all. I am here with the founders of the Gen X League, and they're going to tell us about what has happened during this awesome season that is now coming to a close with the finals tomorrow that everybody, including you out there, I see you, the Tethereds, I see 12 people in the chat at least. You have to check this out tomorrow. So without further ado, let me do some camera work real quick. Let me move it over here. Oh, I'm going to move this thing because I'm just going to keep grabbing it. I'm just going to keep grabbing it.
I grabbed that cube.
All right. So here we have Dingo. Dingo, that's your camera right there. It's right there. You can see it right there. There's Dingo. All right. Dingo ain't my baby. Everybody knows them. And, of course, here is Xylor and Boots. That is your camera right here. So, oh yeah, look right there, Xylor. That's you right there. That's you right there, baby. All right. So, here we are. Here we are at the end, almost the end of season 1. Tell me, guys, how has it been? When we talked, what was it? Maybe a little over a month ago, right? Man, does time fly. Time flies. It's been almost a month ago.
Probably 6 weeks.
6 weeks, and we did not know about what kind of reception that the Gen X League would have. And here we are. I mean, I think Xylor and I talked about it, maybe over almost 500 people in the server now. You guys want to tell me about what's going on and how's it exceeded your expectations? Dingo, let's start with you, and we'll just go around the table.
Yeah, I think we're north of 550
Woo!
in the server now, so it's pretty exciting. We definitely were unsure how many were going to come in.
Yeah.
We got 550, over 550, and we got pretty good activity in the Discord server, so it's been great.
I would say definitely everybody is active in that Discord server every day. And of course, if you don't know, everybody knows what Gen X is, and these fine folks have also made the exception for some of you youngins, 40 and over, to get into this. So now we're moving into the finals. But first, let's get reactions from Boots and Xylor. How did you all feel about the turnout? Did you expect to have this many teams for your first league?
It's amazing. No, I mean, being in some of the other leagues from when they first started, having almost three full lobbies, 7 teams per lobby is absolutely astounding. We were very excited about it.
What was surprising for you?
We filled up. I was gonna say we filled up because we had 3 bots, and I know somebody wanted one of our bots, and we said no, we need to see how this is gonna play out. But I think we had to close registrations in like 12 hours or something once we announced it.
Oh wow, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
So. And the other thing, because we've been holding the scrims on Sundays also, right? So each of the we've filled the scrims for the most part 50 to 60 people each time too.
Wow. And you're doing the scrims, of course, for people that don't know. Those are on Sundays nights, and that's and you also have you guys also have, it's not just North America, but you have EU friendly time, right?
Yeah.
Correct. We do EU, 2:30 Eastern time. And those scrims have been doing fairly well. They're about 12 to 15 players So looking to beef that up for season 2.
Nice, nice. What are some of the surprising things that you didn't think about? I mean, all of a sudden you went from what you thought might be what? Did you all envision having 3 lobbies run at once? Did you envision that during a comp time or what? I mean, that's what it's come down to, right?
I'm happy Dingo anticipated it.
So I knew there was some good feedback early on, but I didn't think we were going to fill 3 lobbies.
Right, right.
And I definitely didn't think we were going to get so much engagement in the first 24 hours of opening registration.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Real quick, I want to check the chat real quick, if you guys don't mind. I might have to refresh it here to see what's going on. Motherboard is in here. Hey, what's up, Motherboard? Let's see. If you guys, thank you for the cheers, Tethereds. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you for the subs. Real quick, anybody, if you have questions for our friends here at the Gen X League, please throw them in the chat. I'll be monitoring the chat while we're having a discussion here. And of course, we want to get to everybody as soon as we can. So let's get to it. As far as what other kind of surprises do we have during season 1 now that's almost wrapped up? Anybody else want to take that question?
Well, so we have, and we do have our finals. We have the finals tomorrow, right? I think that needs to not be understated. So
finals 9 p.m. Finals at 9 p.m. Everybody.
Format that we did.
Oh, and you know what? Let's give. Can we give some Shoutcaster love here? We're gonna have. Oh, that's right. 9:30. Right. It's gonna be. Is it Chaotic, Sweaty Charm Pits,
Yes.
Sapphire, or are those the 3? Am I missing anybody else? Or is it going to be
3?
One lobby. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, those are the 3 that did the shoutcasting for us all season, and then our shoutcaster for the final is Chaotic.
Oh, nice, nice. Congrats, my man, Chaotic. I appreciate you helping out. I don't know if you guys watch or not, but he does bust our ribs and make some age jokes, right? He makes some age jokes while he's like, oh, somebody forgot to put their hearing aid in. They're still sitting on the platform. That's some funny stuff. That's some funny stuff. What other surprises?
Sweaty Charm Pit.
Yeah, all 3 of them did.
Got into it.
They got into the aspect of it. Yeah, I think Sapphire had a comment early on, and I think our first run that he never has to look up because we're too old to climb the tower. So quite a bit.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Sweaty Charm Pits. I seemed to be in her lobby quite a bit, so I'd watch her stream, on my way into work, and some of the stuff that she would put out there was just hilarious. I'd be driving to work just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Seriously. And I mean, that makes it fun to watch. But I would say the other thing that's really fun about it, and in full disclosure, everybody, I participated this season with Nickels and Dimes on my team and my man Macaroo. It was just so awesome to me because I think what is unique about what you all did is that, and of course things may change for next season, but you balanced out the team so well. I mean, you put me with a new guy who had never done comp, which was Macaroo, and the Nickels and Dimes that we all know is, he can score well over 1,000 points in damage around. So I have to, first of all, give you applause and commend you for that. Of course, you can't hear the applause right now, but you can see that later on the stream. But what has, from what you decided to do, changed from now to what you've learned? that either you're going to repeat next season or you're going to change next season? And, any of you, I'll take that question.
Boots, you want to take it?
I think mostly it was those balanced squads. We ended up getting so much positive feedback from that. We have so many in our server that have never done a comp before.
Right.
And this was a great way to show them what it's like. A lot of us just in the server don't know each other because we never got a chance, unless you see people in lobby, to see them.
Right.
Especially since they didn't do comps. So that was amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool thing too, for sure. What about you, Xylor? I mean, anything you want to remark on?
So I think, the people that have been playing for a long time and, kind of our sweat, so to speak, or who gets classified as that, seeing them really take on the lower people, the new players and stuff, and train them, because you could really see people getting better and teams in general getting better through the season.
Yeah, that was very cool. That deserves some applause.
I think one of my favorite moments was, there was one match that was closing at the end of Sim, and it was Function and Honey the Sweet, and they were behind the wall, behind back of Sim, and Function ended up going down, and it was just them two. I think their third disconnected or something. It was just them two, but then Honey came around the wall and ended up killing the last one for the win, and you could just hear the excitement and stuff in the cast and everything, and from the players, the people that were spectating, and it was a cool moment for me in the season seeing that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and last night or Sunday night, I guess, on Chaotic stream, Chaotic's lobby, it came down to it's Mario's team and Function's team, and Function was up and Mario was down, and it was Shovels left, and she took Function out with rocket grenade.
Oh yes,
launcher.
Yes.
And Chaotic was already giving it to Function, and she took him down. He was like, "No way!" So
that is awesome.
So awesome to see kind of that stuff happen.
No doubt.
Offense, Function, if you're watching.
Hey, I am very happy about that, Function.
It's been great.
Let it be known right now, I'm very happy about it. I mean, we were in there with Function, Hater, Scuba Steve is nobody to shy away from either. I forget, you had a sweat on your team, and of course, you guys just in general. I mean, you guys are, you guys been playing this just as long as I have. You guys are formidable opponents. I think what is so great is that I think to our younger players that, of course, are making fun of us in jest, and I appreciate that. I think what may surprise them, what may have surprised them is that there were so many people that they didn't know that were Gen X that are rocking it out and sweating it out and clearing lobbies in VR. I mean, I'm totally excited about that. That deserves some applause.
Yeah.
I mean, even I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, holy shit! You're as old as I am? What? Seriously?"
There's so many.
A lot of those coming into the lobby were that way, or coming into the server. I'd send messages to the Boots. It's like, are you sure he's old enough or she's old enough? Because
Right.
they play like a 15-year-old at times, just smoking lobbies.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Hey, speaking of, we got Papillon de Feur here, Outlaw Granny. The Disruptor. She's saying, "Now then, you old shits, you're all old as now then, you old fuck." Oh yeah, she's calling us old fucks. Alley Cat Gamer, what's up? Yes, this is Cosmic Bayron's bar. I'm a fan of this bar. I love the motif. I'm going to show my guest rounds after we're done here. And Cosmic was generous enough. I got to give him a round of applause for being okay with me doing the interview here tonight, which is really cool. So let's talk about what you learned, was there anything specifically that you learned from this season that you're going to take with you into next season?
So one of the big ones we discovered probably 2/3 of the way through the formula that we had that we used to balance. Overall, it did pretty good, but there was some edge cases where the formula just was a little inaccurate.
Mm-hmm.
So
You want to expand on that?
We've already
Like,
worked on.
do you want to expand on what that formula is? Because I know you all didn't use win rate as heavy as maybe some others, and you have your own little formula. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so initially win rate we don't take into account at all, so it has a 0 modifier on it.
Nice.
The issue we kind of discovered was some of the really brand new people to the game, they don't have enough games in, so the
Enough of a
pub
history?
matches that they've been enough of a history, but it appeared that a lot of their lobbies are also filled with bots, so their stats got extremely elevated.
Oh, wow.
Which messed up
Okay.
our messed up the balance a little bit for a couple of teams. So
Mhm.
learning deal, we already worked with StatBot, and so going into season 2, we're actually factoring in MMR into the formula also.
Mm-hmm.
So that's being used as part of the modifier to adjust everybody's stats. So we tested that in a couple of scrims, and it seemed like it helped quite a bit. So we think that'll tighten up the balance a bit.
Very cool. Very cool.
And the new formula that Zyler and I'm Joe came up with, ChatGPT said it is 3,000% or 300% better than our original formula.
Really? Oh, wow. So I'm Joe's right up there with Chat GPT. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
And for anybody that doesn't know, I'm Joe is the one that does all the awesome casting tool mods that you now see a lot of us casters have. So
StatBot, everything.
yeah, StatBot, all of it. So definitely applause to I'm Joe for that, for sure.
No doubt.
What are we anticipating as far as for the finals tomorrow? Dingo, I know you're out like I am. Are Boots, are you or Xylor in?
No.
We're all out.
No, we were in the bottom tier.
No,
we were
we're
in
all
the
out.
we were in the snacks lobby. We didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Right on. We're all out. We're all out. Woo! We're keeping up with the slacker motif.
I think the lobby for the finals is the right teams. I know there's one team, the season leaders, went out on Sunday night. Other than that, I think all the teams are right. But the formula or the format we came up for the playoffs, that's how it was designed. It was designed to apply pressure and show if you can make adjustments in your play style
On the
to
fly.
make it into the final. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Anything you all want to add on that note? Xyler?
No, I know I know we had a lot of conversation and stuff in Discord around when we announced it, right? The format being different. Most of it positive. Some people were a little curious about it and why it was changing, but yeah, I think it really added a layer of complexity to the finals and getting to that mark.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, since I am just looking in the chat, or I'm looking also on Twitch, obviously, if anybody has any questions, please put them in the feed. I mean, we got like 22 people right now watching this. It's a big fucking deal. That's awesome. It's a big deal. So, going into season 2, since we got everybody here, and I of course appreciate Boots, Xylor, and Dingo. Of course, I appreciate you all being here. Give us the down on what's going to change for season 2. Do we have specific dates yet? Can you tell us about mechanics? Any goodies like that?
Boots, you want to take it?
I mean, we are going to continue building on how great season 1 was.
Boots, we're right here. Your camera's right here.
And
Can you see
am
my
I not
hand
looking
over?
at it? I'm sorry.
No, look right here.
Oh, I
Do you
the
see it?
camera. It's yeah, I have no hand. Oh, there's my hands.
Okay. Yeah, the
I'm
camera's
switching out.
the camera's right here. You're all good. You're all good. Go ahead. Go ahead. So tell us what's new for season 2.
It's gonna be one of those where we're gonna see the X rank formula that
Mm-hmm.
we just spoke about is going to be different. So it's going to be a lot more balanced, a lot more detailed. We're looking to up the participation from our server. As
Okay.
Season 1 was so successful.
So we're talking more
So
teams.
look out for that.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Applause, but you can't hear it.
Yeah, it's our expectation to have more teams. So I think if we end up with more teams because we only have the 3 bots, we'll probably have to do a multi-day. I know a couple people were looking forward to hoping it was going to be a multi-day also,
Mm-hmm.
so they can participate.
So
And
so
then I
real.
think,
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're fine. I'll ask in a second. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and then, we're, like we said, we didn't want to make any major wholesale changes and kind of build upon, what we did with season 1. We do plan on upping the intensity a little bit and making some tweaks to the zone, so you may not want to hang out too long there.
Nice.
Dingo and Zyler, that
Good.
was, for them.
Boots is commenting on our zone running. But I think we've seen so much development in the newer players to come
No doubt. No doubt about it.
that we want to build upon that, keep them engaged, continue to develop that
Mm-hmm.
level
Mm-hmm.
of player, and continue to pair them up with the higher level sweats,
Mm-hmm.
so they can continue to learn comp before we make any major changes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So are we talking about? I know we I kind of talked to you about this before. Are we anticipating people being allowed to make their own teams next season? Is that what we're talking about? At all?
I don't think so. I think right now we're still looking at a balanced draft.
Okay.
if you
All
will.
right. Well, and I mean,
We are going to institute some other events
mm-hmm.
throughout the season leading up to season 2, to where people can do stuff with people they want to bring in and form their own teams. But for
Right
the
on.
Kind of in a
season
screen
2, I think
format or
we've-
maybe a mini tournament.
Right on. Well, and I mean, I think the cool thing
allow them
about
to
that,
scratch that itch.
right? Well, and I think the cool thing about that is that that saves you from having to make tiers, right? You don't have to make different divisions now. And I think the other thing is that as much as I'm sure our sweaty players love it, they can't just come in and wreck every lobby, right? I think that's a really cool thing. And real quick, while
Yeah.
I have the camera on me, not because I'm important or anything, it's me, Mario. It's me, Mario is in here with us. Applause, applause. What is up?
417-89324.
Let's see, what does he have to say here? Pap and Mario are talking about Chaos Mate. We're going turbo with Absy. It's me, Mario, saying he's going to play in the EU lobbies with Papillon de
There you
Fury. I want to see that happen. That'll be kind of funny. What other kind of anything else that's going to change for season 3?
3.
Army
Well,
2?
yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
2. Sorry. I'm jumping ahead of myself.
Yeah, you're just gonna see a little bit of zone tweak. All
right,
in
so
season
what-
3, you're gonna
what
see
kinda
the new
what kinda-
MMR.
What kind of
started.
zone tweaking are we talking about here? Are we talking like fast zone speed? Or super damage?
We're probably going to. I don't. We talked about that today, and it's not finalized. But I think you're going to see probably the zone speed go up. The zone hold is going to get smaller to force movement and a little bit more engagement. And I think we're going to keep zone damage relatively the same to allow those newer players still learn how to work with the zone.
And not get fried alive? Not get fried
Yeah,
alive?
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll probably mess with the zone settings in our scrims a little bit leading up to it and use that to make some final decisions on it.
Nice, nice. So what are you guys looking forward to tomorrow? I mean, of course, we're all looking forward
Total
to.
mayhem.
I'm looking forward to the carnage. I'm looking forward to the blood. I'm looking for, what was it from the old sports show? The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. I'm all about that.
There you go.
What anything else you guys are looking forward to tomorrow? Teams that we should watch out for tomorrow. I mean, granted, they're all good. They're all good. No doubt about that. What,
I'm pulling it up here. So
Okay, all right.
Okay.
all right,
So,
yeah.
there's always Hater's been consistent throughout this season. Same with Function.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Shaman's team, is
Hard.
really come on and come together really well
Yep,
as a
yep.
team.
Got to give a shout out to
I think it's going to
my
be
homie
exciting.
Shaman, no doubt.
Mario's done a really good job with his team.
Mm-hmm.
They're always competing and scoring a lot of points. I think it could really go any way tomorrow.
Right.
It'll be exciting once we get through those first two games and two teams get eliminated, and you kind of see how who's going to stay aggressive, who's going to become conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And
That'll
we're
be
gonna
interesting
hang
to see.
on and try to wait it out. So
That's also where
it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
that-
doubt.
That's also where I think this format, kind of we talked about earlier, changes strategy a little bit, right? You can't necessarily just sit there and be conservative, hoping you're going to get a high place because you may not have the damage to survive that round.
Right,
So
right.
it's a
Yeah,
balance.
you go out early in game one, you're hunting people, right? In game two, because it's all in or all out. So,
Right, right. Or like in my
it'll be
case,
interesting to see how they play.
like I wrote in the Discord, I got ready to hit the ground in my pod, and the game, I totally just got kicked out. So I got some questions real quick from some people in the chat here. My teammate Macaroo's in here. What's up, Macaroo? Applause, applause, applause. Oh, and Pandy BR is here. Hold on, let me get to Pandy's question. Pandy said something earlier up here. Let me find it. Hey, Capman is in here. Capman said Gen X has been the most fun he's had in comp for a while. And I have to agree with him on that.
That's awesome.
Because we all, Cap, of course, is another person that's been playing with all of us for a while. Here, hit me up with some of that. I don't know why I'm not getting any.
I don't think it's
I
boring.
drank out of his because he can't.
Okay, so getting to
so
Macaroo's
hard.
question. Macaroo wants to know, and I'm assuming this is the way it's going to go down. When is Season 2 registration going to happen? And when is Season 2 registration and the draft itself start? So I assume we're drafting all new teams next season, right?
Yeah. So we'll shake it up. The big part about what we want to do is continue to build upon the community, right? I feel like between the 63 players that we have, there's been a lot of interaction. So we want to shake it up a little bit and get more people to start meeting each other.
I totally
For
just
season
drank a
two?
drink.
as far as registration, I think I'll probably go ahead and open it up on Saturday.
Awesome.
Coming Saturday.
Woo!
And we'll run registration for probably 2 weeks. And then we'll take a week to assemble the teams. And then we'll be off and running. So I would say 3 to 4 weeks we'd be back playing.
Okay. All right. Oh, and we have an ad.
I think you'll see.
We have
what's
an ad.
happened.
We have an ad that
What'd you say?
just came up. Can we just hold on for 1
Okay.
second so everybody doesn't
Yep,
miss
yep.
out?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course. Didn't
Less
know
than
we
a
were
minute.
rolling that quick, Dingo.
Oh, now Dingo's in
Oh,
trouble.
I don't know why I can't fill any of these other glasses up.
I mean, I could see
Still waiting
Boots.
for my drink.
I moved it closer to you.
It disappears.
I can't see the bottom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't either.
And in 40 seconds.
Sorry that I got up.
Oh, you're all right.
I don't know why.
It happens. All right, 32 seconds. We're waiting for everybody. And I might need for you to repeat. Registration opens again because I think I caught it. Or you started right when the ad came. And you know what? I can dial the ads down as low as I want to, but they still want you. I don't know if you guys are affiliate or not. They still can throw them in there
No.
on occasion. So that sucks. You can't totally
Might
do
wanna
away
wait
with
a little
them.
more than this Saturday for registration.
What's that?
Okay, now everybody is back.
Good.
Okay, so once again, if I just want to make sure that Macaru and I'm sure everybody else is anticipating it. Tell me, when are you opening registration and doing the draft?
So the registration will open that Saturday. So
Okay.
we'll get through Wednesday. We'll close down this season. We'll do our prizes and stuff like that, and then I'll probably open up the new season on Saturday.
Nice.
We'll do 2 weeks worth of registration,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will take a week to assemble the teams, and probably week 4 we'll be off and running again.
So we're looking at an increase of teams. How many teams did we have this season? If you had 3
21,
lobbies, what
we
was
had
it? 21? Yeah.
21.
Okay. So how far are we talking about increasing it? I guess you have to wait to find out,
And I
right?
think that every week every lobby had a full 7 teams too. I don't think we had a
Yeah, we
week where
didn't.
a full team didn't show up.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. You're telling me that grown-ass adults showed up and honored the commitments they had for a VR comp game? Oh, shit, it's over.
Yes.
It's over. It's over. That was another refreshing thing, I have to say. It was nice that there was no saber rattling. We weren't waiting extensively long times for people to show up. We didn't have, I mean, I don't think that I don't remember exactly, but there were no headsets dying because people ended up waiting an hour or 30 minutes for things to start. Real quick, I have some other questions in the chat. Mario wants to know, is Pools Closed playing tomorrow? Does anybody know that? I know that's kind of a running joke.
No.
Sub back in, but Mari, you could probably ask in the RBL Discord if Nader's playing or not.
All right, let me see what.
We would like the teams to be complete and full as they can be. So,
Sure.
but yeah.
Oh, okay, Mario. Well, Mario, you didn't get any ads because I think you're a subscriber. That's why. Which I appreciate that. And of course, I got to give love to Dingo, who's always supporting shoutcasters out there. I appreciate that love. Sincerely appreciate that love a lot. Let's see. Let me
I
make.
love what you guys do.
Let me make sure I did not miss any other questions here. Okay. So Motherboard said.
So real,
Hold Hold on. Let me get the camera. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, Dingo. I know you mentioned wrapping up our prizes and stuff. You wanna drop that real quick? That's a bit of a surprise season.
Oh, we're talking about prizes? Oh, holy shit. Oh, hold on. You all heard it here first. Remember this. You heard it here first. We got the scoop. Xylor, I owe you for that. All right, he's looking up. He's looking up into the metaverse. He's rubbing his crystal ball. Dingo's gonna give us an answer.
This up so I don't screw it up. Oh, look, I'm still in our Discord chat, in our voice chat. Bear with me, everybody. I apologize.
No, that's all right. All right. Real quick,
So,
I'll read a com.
We
Okay.
are excited, and go ahead.
No. You're go ahead. You're fine. I just have a comment from Mama Board that I'll get to here in a motherboard.
Well, she's one that we'll bring up right now, so go ahead and read her comment.
Okay, so Motherboard just put in the chat. This was her very first time in competition, and I learned so much from my teammates. Applause for that. My game has advanced leaps and bounds. Thank you for putting this on. I am a fan
That's
for
awesome.
life. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thanks for
awesome.
sharing that, Motherboard. All right, Dingo, as you
A
were.
lot of those comments.
So speaking of Motherboard, so Motherboard graciously has brought us, and I'm going to try not to screw this up because I don't have my glasses on.
You don't wear your glasses in your headset?
Astron. No, I have prescription lenses.
So do I.
I've gone all out. You know, this
Okay.
stupid game has made me buy.
I'm right. I am right. I'm right. Freaking there with you. I understand. I'm right there with you. All right. So she.
Motherboard has brought Astron on.
And what is
Hopefully
that for the
I'm
folks that don't
pronouncing
know?
it correctly. So it is play space mats.
Oh.
Headset charging stands.
Oh.
So these will go out to our winners, along with the sweatshirts that we were originally doing. So we're
Oh.
actually gonna do some gaming or some custom team sweatshirts for the winners.
Oh, that is super cool. That is super. Once again, Gen X stands
Thank you,
out.
Motherboard, for bringing that to us.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Motherboard. That is awesome. Oh, real quick, Papillon de Fier said, will there be any one-off tourneys like draft tourney or Hattie versus PJ tourneys in the off-season possibly?
So I haven't brought this up to leadership yet, but I'm gonna throw it out there.
Uh-oh.
No.
There is going to be a brawl before the end of the night. I see it already.
So I think they'll be on board with it. I was a big fan of what Six did with Solo Sundays.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think over the next week or so, we'll probably throw a pop-up tournament, solo tournament,
Sweet.
and let everybody jump in and fight it out as solos.
That is awesome.
I know Xyler really loves quads, so in the next, between now and registration, we may run a pop-up quad tournament. So I think you'll see some of that
That'll be
stuff.
killer.
We'll
That'll be
come out.
killer. So,
So in some of the stuff we want to use that to judge maybe some season 3 tweaks too, right? So see how different kind of stuff rolls.
wait a minute. Did you just say there's going to be a season 3? Oh, we're getting all kinds of new information here, folks. We're talking prizes. We're talking winning sweatshirts for the winners. We're talking about match from Motherboard. And Xyler just brought up season 3 quads. and such happening that Dingo talked about during the off season. What is there anything else that we have not covered about what could be new for next season? Oh, and by the way, thank you Showtime for the raid. Thank you Cosmonautica for the follow. Thank you for that. Anything else new real quick that you guys want to cover about season 2? I mean, I know that you guys are just hearing it from the first time from Dingo, right? You're just hearing it from the first time, just like I am. I know. So, what was it like? I know that you guys were heavily involved in PBL. With all respect to the dad of PBL, what? I mean, you three are basically just running it yourselves. Do you think there's going to be obviously more of an opportunity for volunteers if we're going to grow the lobby and the scrims?
Boots, you want to kind of announce our staff?
Yeah, you can take that one, Boots, because our staff is massive. Massive
We have
help for us.
grown, yes, just like they said, the staff has grown substantially since we first started the last few weeks. There have been a lot of players that have absolutely just enjoyed their time in this league, that they want to volunteer and help do different things. So we have a great staff that is still continually building, as well as shoutcasters. And yeah, it's amazing how many want to help. Everybody wants to do different things. That's why there's going to be more events that are going to start happening. We're going to build upon our EU player base. Of course, season 2 is going to be bigger in and of itself.
Well, weren't you talking? I think I saw maybe today you were talking about something. You were expanding something for your EU segment of the Gen X League, right? Is that what you're talking about? You were talking about today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're still going to have same season 2, just like NA. They'll be coinciding with each other, and then scrims, but we have specific people that are going to be advertising it more amongst the EU players.
Nice.
Since it's their time zone.
Yeah, no
we
doubt.
Usually play when they play.
That's very cool. That's worthy of some applause.
Oh, and I think the other thing that was pretty recent, Dingo, was your inquire and push with the clan league stuff.
Yeah, so we're building a clan leagues team.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. I almost forgot. I'm sorry.
So we're looks like we'll have a war team and possibly 2 Legions teams, EU Legions team and NA Legions team. So we're pretty excited about that we've gotten quite a bit of interest.
Yeah, no doubt.
And joining that and playing that. So we'll probably start seeing some war scrims and Legion scrims coming out of ours to get those teams up and running.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to join that, but I'm afraid my wife might kill me because I'm in like 2 or 3 other different comps right now. But I'm gonna look into that. Like, how many spots are we looking at being able to fill right now? Because I know in that channel, basically everybody, I think, has responded or taken on that role, however you want to say it, in Discord, that is interested in that. How many players are you looking for that you don't have yet, or do you know?
I think we're pretty close. I got Jen is heading that up for us.
Yep. Kudos to Jen.
So we are, she's great for stepping up and doing that, because if we try to do it all, it'll fail, right?
Right.
But I think we're pretty close. Kind of the count's been going on over the couple days, and then we keep getting a couple people saying, "Hey, add this person, add that person."
Nice.
So I think we'll probably see a finalized roster over the next, probably towards the weekend.
Nice. That's awesome. I mean, there's just kind of all kinds of Gen X opportunities happening out there, whether that's the off season, next season. Xylor has already told us there's going to be a third season. I have kind of like
We're expecting.
I kind of have like maybe a bigger question, and I might have asked this during our first interview, but why did you all want to do this to begin with? I want to hear that from all of you. So Boots, why the hell did you want to get involved and start another league? Why did you want to do that?
I love our Plopwine community so much, and
Yep.
it is exactly what we had envisioned, where there is such a huge player base that we didn't realize that we're 40 years and up,
Yeah.
and that as much as they're not involved, I mean,
Being not
that's what
involved
I
in
wanted to
comp,
come
is
out
that
of
what
it.
you mean? Or
Yes.
okay, all right.
Yes, because I think what happens is a lot of us that are 40 and over, we play at night after work, it's a stress relief, we play with our friends,
Sure.
and we don't expand upon that. We just don't meet as many people. So that's why, at least for me, comp was such a great thing, because I met so many different people, as well as building up how I played, of course.
Sure.
But so I am just absolutely, I love it. I love seeing what's happening and how much is coming out of it. And it's exactly what we had talked about. in the
Absolutely.
beginning, which is great.
Xylor, you want to add anything to that? Well, I got the camera on you.
Yeah, I think for me a big part of it's been community. Nothing at all against the younger players, but sometimes you just like having different level of conversation with people in your own age, because we're falling apart and everybody understands that.
Right. Wait a minute, we're falling apart? Is that what you just said? Wait a minute, I'm not falling apart.
Conversations if you've heard some of the conversations.
I'm in my prime. What are you talking about? What about you, Dingo? Why the hell did you want to do this? I mean, are we talking along the sort of the same lines, or?
I mean, very, very similar. That's why we're doing it together. Initially, I'm an extremely competitive person by nature, so I still wanted to do the comp. I had my comp team that was in C class since the beginning of C class to whenever, whatever season it is now, and and I was kind of stuck because I kept seeing these younger and younger kids come in, and we would wreck a lobby, and we just missed moving up a division, and then we get a new group of kids that have played the game for 2 months, and they come in and just beat us, right? So my initial goal was, hey, let's build a comp community where the playing field's leveled, right? We're all older, right? We don't have the quick twitch that the kids have anymore.
Is that what you call it, a twitch?
And compete back. Yeah. And then, but the reason why, I've stuck with this game, right? I picked the game up almost 3 years ago now, and started playing it, and I was playing randoms. It took me a year to really kind of develop my player base, and then I joined a clan, and then I realized the community that was out there, it's not just a game.
Yeah.
Right. There's true friendships that develop. Like Xylor and I have probably been playing together for about a year. Boots, I've known Boots for about a year here in May. And there's real friendships that develop out of it. And it blows me away. Like there's conversations that happen, and I'm just like, how did this all happen over a VR game?
Right.
And it's awesome.
I mean, everybody is just raw personality, right? That's pretty much what you're getting. I mean, even the most mild players that can just totally lose their shit in competition are all of a sudden your friends that you've known for the last 3 years that you would be in the trenches with, right? That's just kind of,
Yep.
that's what's cool. And I think that's a prime example of how something like this can thrive. I mean, us just sitting here talking about a game, a VR game while in VR, and broadcasting it out to the VR community. I mean, I think that just says something about the strength of the connections and friendships that we've made. Real quick, Papillon de Feur asked, how does Gen X verify the ages? Is there anything strict around 40 or around 40 plus? I'm assuming 40 is just like the hard line and will continue to be the hard line, right? Because short of getting anybody's birth certificate, what do you do?
Yeah, I think we touched on this.
Yeah.
In
We can
our
make them
first
recite a
interview
Beastie
where-
Boys song, or Tears to Fears,
There you go.
Tears for Fears, or hey, do you know the band Rat?
Uh,
What was their famous song? You know, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever that might be, whatever that might be.
But when we first started the Discord, we experimented with the bot age verification, but it made you upload an ID, right? And
Right,
none of us were ever gonna upload an ID to Discord, right?
right.
So it really
For the
came
Russians.
down to, yep.
Yeah.
It really came down to just being honorable.
Yeah. Yep.
And we've had a few sneak into the lobby, but the community's so big that people
Feedback
know
gets around
who
pretty
the
quick.
people are that sneak into the lobby, and for the most part, we haven't had to boot anybody.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended, boots. I think for generally we've talked to those younger players and just like, hey, you can't be here. Leave the lobby on your own accord.
Sorry,
We've
dude.
maybe had to ban one or two, but
Right.
and they've left. So
Okay. Another quick question from chat, real quick, or a comment. Dan Zan, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Applause to you. Dan Zan says, thanks for creating this community. Pop One has been such a positive social experience, and now having a comp league for the 40 plus has expanded that. Thanks so much. Dan Zan said that he has had a blast, which is very cool. Very heartfelt, very nice. And that's followed up with Motherboard, who said, do you take ibuprofen and stretch before playing? Nice. Nice. I personally like Aleve.
But
And
I
in
will have a
fact,
few of these
Aleve
times
is
before
sponsoring
playing.
this show. Go ahead, Zyler. Go ahead.
No, I don't, but I will have a few of these typically before matches.
Oh, all right. There you go. All right. So daddy's drunk while he's playing Pop One with his old friends, right? All right. Oh, and Dad Good-a-Lot, thank you for being here. I saw you sneak in just a second ago. Dad Good-a-Lot said maybe we should ask Toad the Wet Sprocket is a question mark. I think we all know who Toad the Wet Sprocket is, right? Yeah?
We do.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're not going to share that. We're not going to share that answer real quick. We are coming up just a little past 9 o'clock. What else? I've enjoyed this conversation. I hope you all have too. Is there anything else that you want to add about the Gen X League itself? Dingo's over here doing some yoga, or he's going into meditation. He's speaking to his demonic overlord in the afterlife. I don't know what he's doing.
I got a clan war,
Oh, okay.
and I was
you're
on
moving stuff
standby,
around.
so I was just checking
Okay.
to see if I was playing or not.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else you guys want to add about the league itself? Anybody?
Do we want to add anything?
No,
mean,
I think we covered a lot of it. I think a lot of it for me,
Yeah.
like I said, really is just seeing all the different skill levels kind of come together end up working together in a balanced fashion. There's, I don't think there's any other leagues that are doing something like that.
Well, not only that, and no prima donnas, which is kind of cool. Like, there's no sweaty guy going, "Oh, you losers! I'm gonna go over here and do my own thing. I'll see you all later." Anything, Boots, that you want to add?
Yeah, I don't think we had any lobbies that we had to handle a situation in that I can think of.
No, it's been good. And so to build on that, all of us as leaders for the league want to say thank you. Thank you to all of our staff and, of course, our shoutcasters and, of course, every single one of our players.
Awesome.
Thank you, Zork.
That deserves some applause for sure. Dingo, anything you want to add about the league or anything you want to say? You look like you're doing some more yoga over there in real life.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just
So I have
trying
one
to
quick
check to make
question
sure I'm not needed.
before we let everybody go. Oh, and I just want to say KC001, thank you for the follow. KC001 just said, just gotta say this past season was fun, and they look forward to the next round of play, which is awesome.
Awesome.
No doubt about it. Was there anything you wanted to add, Dingo? Because I was over here running my mouth. Did I cut you
Yeah,
off?
just echo Boots and Zyler. You know, we really thank everybody for all the good feedback and the suggestions. You know, we've had a lot of suggestions from players and staff, and you know, there's been a lot of back and forth and stuff like that, and it's been great. I mean, it's been so enjoyable.
Yeah.
To run the league, to converse with our staff, to converse with the players. It's just really been enjoyable.
Awesome. I would agree. All right, so I have one more quick question before I can let you all go. And this is just to feed my own curiosity. I know we all spend countless hours in Pop 1. Especially, I cannot imagine what that would be like if I was running a league. So, real quick, you all tell me, what other games are you rocking on real quick? Like, I want to start with you, Boots, because I know I see you going live on TikTok a lot. And, of course, tell people where to find you on TikTok. But I see you rocking Ghost of Tabor a lot. What else are you playing?
Yes. Yes. Pop 1 and Ghost of Tabor. Exactly.
And that's pretty much it?
I'm addicted to both. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have, I downloaded Veil VR and I have Contractor Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
Those are up and coming. So
I've
those are
enjoyed
fun,
Veil.
but I have been playing mostly Ghosts and Pop.
Nice. And where can people find you on TikTok? Do you have your handle memorized in front of you?
TTP BootsX2.
Awesome.
Well, TTP.BootsX2. We can't forget the dot.
That's right. What about you, Xylor?
Sub and some roses.
Right. What about you, Xylor? Do you have time to play anything else?
Yeah, not a lot. The Pop 1's been the main thing. I played the Asgard's Wrath 2 for a bit. I'm probably halfway or so through it. But here lately, with the weather getting nicer and stuff, I've been more trying to get out and hit the road bike instead of adding a different game in. So.
Oh my God, you're outside touching grass? Is that what you're saying?
If I'm touching grass, that means I crashed. So no.
Right. No, definitely not. What about you, Dingo? What do you have time to play other than Pop 1?
I've picked up Ghost of Tabor.
Oh, I feel left out. Everybody's playing that.
Trying to
Me
figure
too.
that game out.
I can teach you.
I'm not sure yet. Pop has kind of ruined me for a lot of those types of games. Like, I tried to play Breachers and was like, no, don't even want to touch. I played it one day. I was like, it's just not fast enough. It's too slow.
Right.
And then Ghost of Tabor has some stuff that I like, some stuff that I don't, and I typically will just convert back to Pop One. So we'll see. I'm giving it a chance.
I've been, like I said,
You
I've
can't
been
fly and jump. Or I mean, climb.
right. Like I said, I've been playing a little bit of Veil. I've been enjoying that a little bit, but you know, you're not able to climb up a tower and fly off the top of it and drop grenades on your best friends or your frenemies. We have one more ad. Everybody just hang with me. Well, we can talk right now. I mean, we're not giving out anything vital, but you're just going to have to hang with me for another 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but I do want to check out Ghost of Tabor, however you say it. I hear great things. I don't know if you guys watch. That's another question. I don't know if you can answer that or not. So, being a former journalist and doing multimedia in my day job and all that too, I really enjoy when I can binging on VR podcasts. And one of the VR podcasts that I listen to are these two dudes out of Arizona called Between Realities. They're going to like the South by Southwest. They just came back from South by Southwest that had a huge like VR developer segment to it, new games, all that kind of stuff going on there. They're going out to San Francisco. Are there any kind of like, and of course Upload VR talks a lot about, new things in the industry itself. Is there anything like that you guys want to share with possibly people in our audience that you check out to scratch that itch? Anybody?
Did I lose you?
I lost sound. Did we lose Ort?
He froze.
I froze? Did I
Yeah, you
freeze?
froze.
Oh yeah.
Well, for us.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Am I here now? Because I'm seeing myself
So
on
we
the
got
screen.
San Francisco. Yep.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so maybe I broke up. All right, so anyway, I listen to this podcast. Thanks, homie. This podcast, Between Realities, they talk a lot about video games. They go to these conferences like South by Southwest they just went to. Is there anything like that you all use or any kind of media that you consume to scratch that itch? Anybody?
I don't, personally.
I don't.
No.
Okay,
I
all right.
really don't.
Then I have another hole to fill, and that's what I'm going to work on. All right. If anybody else has anything else to add, if that's it, we'll roll out of here.
Nothing else
Real.
from the
think that's it.
lobby.
Well, real quick, Papillon de Fier said, and I kind of like this idea, that all league leaders should do a separate comp against each other. I would watch that. I will watch that. I think that's a great idea.
Well, here, Zork, hands down, I would win.
Oh!
Boots would win.
Huh.
She's
Oh.
the steadiest one out of all of us.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oh.
We could do a 1v1.
So actually-
I'm good with that.
Oh, all right. Well, there it is. Maybe we'll have to see that happen. Maybe we can bring that up in the Discord channel, everybody, and make that happen. Okay, I'm going to let everybody go.
If we do that, we have us and our staff.
Okay, all
There you
right.
go.
Let's do it.
That would
I want to see that happen. Okay, so without further ado, everybody, we appreciate you being here. I appreciate you, Boots. I appreciate you, Xylor. I, of course, appreciate you, Dingo. And I appreciate what you all have done for the gaming community and for Gen X. And I sincerely appreciate you being here tonight. So, everybody, I'm going to put you on pause. We're going to roll out of here dancing. I'm going to find somebody to raid. And if you guys just don't mind sticking around for a second, and then we'll make things happen. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, everybody.
We love you. We love you. Good night. Be good to each other. Kill each other with kindness. Bring the sarcasm. I'm ready. All right.